On today's show, the NBA is strange right now. 6'7", 280-pound Zion Williamson is starting at point guard. The Minnesota Timberwolves are being sold to Alex Rodriguez, and there are about 3 Dunk of the Year nominees on one day. There could have been more. I don't know. There are 10 games in the association on Sunday. It's hard to keep track, but we will touch on every game. Let's get to it. I'm Taz Mellis, and this is what you need to know in the NBA for Monday, April 12th. Hey, what's up, everybody? Raptors in Madison Square Garden to take on the Knicks. First, let's go back. Do you remember a couple weeks ago when the Timberwolves beat the Knicks and Wolves rookie Anthony Edwards was asked how they defended New York's game-winning attempt? Well, listen again.
Gladly, RJ Barrett caught it, and, if he would have made the shot, we would live with it. Because that's who we wanted taking the shot. We didn't want anybody else taking it.
Woohoo! RJ Barrett may have been listening. In this game versus the Raptors, Barrett got the ball in a late game situation, got an open 3 in the quarter with 34 seconds left, buried it. Knicks fans can thank Ant for rejuvenating Barrett. His last 5 games, 21 points per game, 61% from the floor, nearly 70% from 3, although he was pretty decent even before Ant revealed the game plan against the Knicks. This is what the Knicks were hoping for with that number 3 pick in his second season, to be Julius Randle's go-to man. The Knicks are hanging on to playoff hopes despite a tough second half schedule. They're now back to 500. Maybe RJ Barrett is getting ready for Canada basketball this summer. Cool story. Canada basketball bought the floor the Raptors won the championship on in 2019. The championship floor was in Golden State, but they're taking that floor, rejigging it, putting all the FIBA decals on it, and playing on it this summer when they try and qualify for the Tokyo Games. Canada basketball, basically all Raptors fans have to look forward to, because the Raptors season still could make the play-in tournament, but yuck, a bad loss, even in those pretty purples, to the New York Knicks. Moving on, Bulls, Wolves. Sunday was the 1-year anniversary of Karl-Anthony Towns losing his mom. The Timberwolves dedicated a seat in the arena to Jackie, who was at every game cheering on her son with a Jackie Wolves jersey and some flowers dedicated to her. It was only fitting. Towns hit a big shot with 45 seconds left and sealed it with free throws to beat Chicago. He had 27, 12, and 8 assists. Another key maneuver, head coach Chris Finch had D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench. Russell had a fantastic game. 27 points on 69% shooting. He was locked in. After years of being in sales talks, the Minnesota Timberwolves appear to have been sold. Glenn Taylor met with baseball legend Alex Rodriguez and his business partner Mark Lowry only weeks ago, and they have signed a letter of intent to sell the team. Wow. Now, it's still to be worked out, all the details, the pricing and all that. So it isn't totally locked in, although Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry will be in the building on Monday night when the Wolves take on the Nets. Now, everybody asking, will they move? Alex Rodriguez played baseball in Seattle. The Seattle Sonics have since moved, and people yearning for a team there. But it will be part of the contract that the team will not move. Of course, the contract can be torn up and they can do what they want in the later years, but it appears that part of the deal is that the team will not move. Karl-Anthony Towns told a story after the game about getting an Alex Rodriguez jersey when he was younger at a Walgreens, a real jersey that, it was a replica jersey that just wasn't all that real, all that accurate, but he told a great story. So Alex Rodriguez can't leave now. He cannot leave. Interesting situation there in Minnesota. They need new ownership, and hopefully it's happening. Pelicans, Cavs. Watching a Pelicans game is a little surreal. This mammoth man is bringing up the ball for them. Hey, Zion, you're our best player. You do everything better than everyone else. Doesn't matter if you're 6'7", 280, or whatever you are. Just bring the ball up. Zion Williamson literally bringing the ball up the court. He was getting it in half-court sets earlier this season and acting as the decision maker, but now he's just the point guard. With Lonzo Ball out, Stan Van Gundy is letting Zion Williamson do everything. Doesn't matter if Eric Bledsoe is also starting. Zion's the guy. He scored 25 in the first half versus the Cavs, the most he's ever scored in a half. He finished with 38. He went 16 of 23 from the floor. Typical Zion in a comeback win. They're going to have to rethink how they surround Zion in the offseason now that they have this very, very, very unique player playing at this incredible level. Great situation for David Griffin and the Pelicans. Atlanta, Charlotte. Big win for the Hawks without a couple big players. No Trae Young, no Danilo Gallinari, no John Collins, no other guys, DeAndre Hunter down the list. They're now featuring Bogdan Bogdanovic. He had 8 threes for the first time in his career. Nate McMillan definitely doing that a little bit differently than Lloyd Pierce did. Also, Bogdanovic is getting healthy. The Hornets didn't have a couple of their big guys. But really the big story in this one was Miles Bridges going kaboom with a monstrous dunk of the year candidate. It was huge on Clint Capella. I didn't think Anthony Edwards' dunk from earlier this season could be topped. We'll probably debate this on the Daily Show today, but oh my, that tops it, right? I'm in Miles Bridges' corner. That was a detonation on Clint Capella. Moving on. Pistons, Clippers. Just wanted to note how well Paul George has been playing recently, because right now Kawhi Leonard is getting the guy he signed up to play with. Simply, Paul George is playing like a superstar, taking over, setting up teammates, hitting threes at a ridiculous clip, and he absolutely detonated himself on rookie Isaiah Stewart. Woo! This was Indiana Pacers Paul George. He used to dunk on people. Him. Obviously, the Miles Bridges. Lonnie Walker had one in San Antonio. It was a strange night for jams. Dunk of the year candidates all over the place, although let's not put him in the same category. Miles Bridges tops that. Anthony Edwards, man, there's too many. The Clippers beat the Pistons on the back of 32 from PG. They also got 33 from Marcus Morris, who was scorching hot. The Clippers have won 5 in a row. They're technically the hottest team in the league. They now sit 3rd in the West. Denver, Boston. It was a strange night on Sunday. Strange day as well. The Celtics were down 14 late in the third. Then they went on a 31-3 run. The Nuggets had won 8 in a row. They were the hottest team in the league. No more. Michael Porter Jr. hurt his fingers on a jam, hit his fingers on the rim. Strange day. Strange day. He still played with him. Had a bad shooting night, though. Nuggets finally lost, snapping a streak of 18 straight games with 25 assists, at least in each game. The Nuggets got smoked when Nikola Jokic sat in this one. Sorry, Jokic, you just can't sit, man. You got to play. The Celtics have won 5 of 6. Spurs, Mavs, always nice to see a vintage DeMar DeRozan game. He had 33, including the game winner. A sidestep game winner, like the kids do it. DeMar stepping into one, beating the Mavs. The Bucks beat the Magic without Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's missed 5 straight with a troublesome knee, and the Bucks do not have a timeline for Giannis to return. Is it time to worry about that knee, or are the Bucks just being cautious? It could definitely just be that. They could be cautious. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and they're being quiet about it, so I'm speculating. What are you hiding there, Milwaukee? But it's probably just nothing, because he did play through it a little bit as well. They're probably just being safe. Just when teams are quiet, I speculate. Miami, Portland. The Heat absolutely took Damian Lillard out of the game and forced others to beat them, and it worked. Lillard made just 3 shots in Heat victory as they held Portland under 100 points. Indiana, Memphis. The Pacers are getting healthier. They got 34 from Karis LeVert and got a victory despite Jonas Valanciunas with 34 himself to go with a beefy 22 rebounds. I'm sure we'll touch on that on the Daily Show. I will be back tomorrow to give you the news as fast as I possibly can. I'll talk to you then.